Hey, buddy.
Going live. Hey, when food is limited, this is what you have to do. You have to dig through your cupboards and you have to think of things that you can do to make a dish with. So keep tuned because we're going to be putting some videos up with ways to find what you can make out of what you have. Because you know, when you go to the canned food stores and you go to the dollar stores, you always end up with a lot of canned foods that you don't normally eat. So we're going to make stuff today that will include stuff out of the cupboard. So here's the cupboard. As you can see, there's beans and there's other stuff in there, and we're probably going to make like a chili with stuff that we have that you get from food banks and stuff like that. So I'm going to use some kidney beans and some whole potatoes and tomato stuff that we got. And then as you can see, I'm also in the other place where we do the other shows. So gonna get my PBR out. Should I go for session or PBR? What do you think? For the beer today. For the show, PBR or session? Tell me, which one would you like me to drink today? Session's my favorite, but you know, Pabst Blue Ribbon is the best, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was saying you could wait till they join.
Yeah.
And do all that again.
Pabst Blue Ribbon it is. Look, I got it for 99 cents. It was at Maverick. I picked it up. Yay! So I hope you're going to enjoy the new shows coming up. They probably will be out in the next couple weeks because, you know, it takes time to edit. So we got Pabst Blue Ribbon going on. I love me some Pabst too. It's always a good go-to beer. So I've been gone. I went to my family reunion and I had these plans that I was going to totally go live was why I was at my family reunion, but we were having so much fun that we didn't. I'm just gonna pull this little curtain so you don't see that block of wood back there. Got to get the studio going because see, there's this nice big block of wood to keep the sound out. It's what you call white trash in it. All right, or maybe you're just psycho, I don't know. So yeah, the recipe that I'm going to start with is very near and dear to my heart. My grandma, God bless her soul, she was born in 1907. Her name is Violet Morris, and Violet used to make me as a kid this stuff that was a sweet gravy. Hi Jennifer. Hi Oceans. So anyway, she used to make what I grew up knowing as graveyard stew. Now, a lot of you may know graveyard stew is just warm buttered bread with warm milk over the top of it. But what I grew up with was a little different. It's sweet gravy over toast. And the sweet gravy over toast, it consists of, just like you're going to make biscuits and gravy with a little flour, butter, but except instead of adding like sausage, salt, and pepper, you're going to add some nutmeg and some sugar and some cinnamon to it. Yeah, toast milk. It's known as graveyard stew, but I grew up with a sweet graveyard stew. That's my grandma Violet Morris. But I guess finding out at my family reunion that my grandpa George was responsible for the recipe. And I looked on the internet and I couldn't find anything on the internet that talked about a sweet graveyard stew instead of just warm milk over toast. Of course, they grew up in the Depression age. Marge, you're welcome. John C., welcome. Iconic, right? So yeah, my grandpa was born in, his name was George Cunningham. So there's the Irish in me, got the Cunninghams going. Mom's still a Cunningham. And George Cunningham, he was born in 1909. He died in the 1950s before I was born, about 20 years before I was born. So I would have loved to meet him. I heard he was a really amazing person. You know, I grew up with a different grandpa, and my grandma had like 10 children, 9 girls and 1 boy. And a few of those are still, you know, around, which is great. Reading your comments here. Yeah, really cool. Thank you so much, Oshan. So I guess it's time to get started. We got the camera going. Camera. Got the lights. Here's the camera. Producer's ready. Hi. Lisa's Sexy Eyes. And Royal Huskies. Oh my God. Hey, you. What's up? Hey. Shall we? I'll stay on here for... Oh, who's my producer? That's a secret. He's camera shy. You kind of saw him in the background when I was going through his cupboards because he totally lives a bachelor's life. Like, look at this freezer. He's got the important stuff, right? So
tell him I just
there's just bread and he just went to the dollar store.
Some frozen stuff.
And he filled up with some vegetables and some breads. Like, we couldn't get enough breads. But here's what I like the best. Look at this. He's got the beer cups waiting for beer, right? In the freezer, because that's what's important when you're poor. A good cold beer. Oh, like who doesn't pray? I mean, like, even we're in there the poorest of time, I totally pray. Like, I've had miraculous things happen. Like one time I was driving, I was going to church when I used to go to church. Now I'm a spiritualist. I consider myself a spiritualist because I think that all religions are interconnected and that the main thing is love. Love is the most important. And then, so we were driving home from church, had my kids, they were all little. And I was like, I have enough gas to get to church. I hope I make it home. So here I am, I'm driving my car, got all my kids out in the back seat, and I ran out of gas. I didn't make it home. I knew I got paid the next day. I knew I could fill my car up with gas. And lo and behold, out in the middle of nowhere in the farmer's stretch, this guy in this big old pickup here in Idaho pulled up to me and he goes like, "What's wrong, hon?" Like, you could never do that in the city. They would probably murder you, kidnap you, kill your kids, whatever. But here in Idaho, it's not so much like that, even though we do have murderers, but not as many. So yeah, so the guy had, just so happened, he had a gas can that was empty in the back of his truck, and he went and got some gas, filled up my car, and off home, and I was good for a few more days. So that's awesome. Kindness of people goes a long ways. So prayer does work. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of LDS. My roommate's actually LDS, so that's kind of cool. I don't have a problem with anybody's religion as long as they're not harming people at the end of the day. So kindness goes a long ways. So I guess hot dogs and bread. Yeah, hot dogs were go-to, right? Oh, I'm so sorry about your cousin. That's so terrible. I will definitely pray for peace because there's just nothing like losing a loved one. I lost my dad in 2009, and still to this day I hear a certain song, I smell the woods and stuff like that. My heart breaks because we can't wake up and just call him anymore. You know, I feel very bad for your family member who has lost their son.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's terrible. How old was he? I think he was probably a younger kid, it sounded like. I'm not sure. Recently it sounds like, but I can only imagine the turmoil that he's going through. Yeah, hot dogs and mac and cheese is a great go-to for kids. No, I'm not making hot dogs today. I'm going to make some closet chili with the stuff you got in there and my grandma's recipe of graveyard stew, and who knows what else I'll come up. He's got like a ton of oatmeal, so maybe I can come up with something with oatmeal. I don't know. Oh, her brother. Okay, yeah. I can only imagine. I have 6 siblings and they're all still alive. I'm all picking my boobs. They're itchy. It's hot and sweaty out. Yeah, the weather's nice. We have a lot of smoke outside, so I'll just show you that really quick. Yeah, we'll just walk through the house. Thank you. Oh, he was 68, so he was still dateable and young, that poor man. I feel sorry for their brothers. So look, it's gorgeous out here. Outside, a little cloudy, overcast. It's nice, about 90 something, so it's sweating hot. My producer's got his ghetto hookup with his air conditioner. I love it. It's so funny. Oh, thank you. I'm gorgeous outside, they say. Well, I guess I love you guys. Thanks you for being my fan. And keep watching, commenting, and to the gentleman who really wanted to hook up with me, I'm just a little old for that stage. And, you know, that's something I did in my 20s maybe. But it's awesome. Keep the boobs dry. Yeah, they do get sweaty. Why did God put boobs on women's chest? I don't know. Just to feed our babies, I guess. Anyway, keep tuned because there'll be more videos coming up. We'll see what we come up with our bear kitchen. Love you guys. Be cool. Be nice to each other. Give each other hugs. Compliment each other. Be there to listen. And if someone's thinking bad thoughts, or you never know when you might not see someone next, so always tell people that you love them. So I love you, my fans, even my trolls. I love you too. I send love up to everybody, because sometimes trolls, they need the love the most. Hugs, not drugs. That's right. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.